Ladies and gentlemen, stop feeling sad. Now, I'm not saying sadness isn't real, and I'm certainly not saying it doesn't matter. But here's the thing, sadness can consume you if you let it. It's a heavy weight, a fog that clouds your vision. And while it may feel like you're trapped, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to stay there. The first step is responsibility. You must take ownership of where you are, even if it's not your fault. Why? Because responsibility is the antidote to helplessness. It gives you agency, it gives you control. Start small. Look at your life and ask, what can I fix today? Maybe it's as simple as cleaning your room or getting out of bed on time. These actions, no matter how small, create structure in a world that feels chaotic. The power of responsibility is transformative. It's the foundation for taking control of your life and moving forward, especially when sadness threatens to weigh you down. Responsibility is not about blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong. It's about owning your actions, decisions, and mindset. It's about acknowledging, this is where I am, and I have the power to change it. When you take responsibility, you reclaim your agency. Life can feel overwhelming and unfair, but responsibility gives you a sense of control amid the chaos. It allows you to step out of the role of a passive observer and into the role of an active participant in your life. You begin to understand that while you may not control everything that happens to you, you do control how you respond. That's where your power lies. Taking responsibility also brings clarity. It forces you to ask, what can I fix? What can I do right now to make things just a little bit better? The answers don't have to be grand. They can be small, manageable actions. Clean your room. Finish a task you've been avoiding. Call someone who cares about you. Each of these actions may seem trivial, but they build momentum, and momentum is what lifts you out of sadness and into action. Responsibility creates meaning. When you start taking ownership of your life, you begin to see that your choices matter. You understand that your actions ripple outward, impacting not only yourself, but also those around you. This realization gives your life weight and purpose. It's no longer just about surviving. It's about contributing to something greater. The truth is, responsibility isn't easy. It requires effort, courage, and a willingness to face your flaws. But it's also liberating. It shifts the narrative from why is this happening to me to what can I do about this? That shift changes everything. It empowers you to stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start seeing yourself as someone capable of growth and change. When you embrace responsibility, you become the architect of your own life. You create order out of chaos, clarity out of confusion, and progress out of stagnation. You realize that sadness doesn't have to define you, it's just a chapter, and you have the power to write the next one. That's the beauty of responsibility. It's not a burden, it's the key to unlocking your potential. Finding order in chaos is one of the most powerful ways to reclaim control over your life and emotions, especially when sadness threatens to pull you under. Chaos is overwhelming. It's messy, unpredictable, and often makes you feel like you're stuck in a storm with no way out. But here's the truth. No matter how chaotic life feels, you have the ability to create order, one small step at a time. Chaos often stems from too many things happening at once, or from feeling like everything is falling apart. Your mind races and you don't know where to start. That's when it's crucial to stop, breathe, and focus on the small things you can control. Your immediate surroundings, for instance. Start by tidying your space. Clean a corner of your room. Organize your desk, or make your bed. These actions might seem insignificant, but they create a foundation of stability in the middle of the storm. Order begins with action. You can't think your way out of chaos. You have to act your way out. Break down your overwhelming situation into manageable pieces. Don't focus on fixing everything all at once. Focus on the next right thing you can do. Maybe it's writing down a list of priorities, responding to one email, or taking 5 minutes to breathe and reset. Small steps create clarity, and clarity is the first step toward finding peace. When you begin creating order, you also create momentum. Each small victory builds on the last, giving you a sense of progress. You start to see that life doesn't have to be perfect to move forward, it just needs direction. And as you create order externally, something amazing happens internally. You start to feel calmer, more in control, and less overwhelmed. Your mind begins to reflect the structure you're building around you. Most importantly, finding order in chaos is a declaration of hope. It's saying, I may not be able to control everything, but I can control something. That's where your power lies. You don't need to conquer the chaos all at once. You just need to take it piece by piece. As you do, you'll find that the chaos doesn't define you. What defines you is your ability to rise within it, to create meaning and to move forward with purpose. That's how you find order, and that's how you reclaim your life. The importance of a vision cannot be overstated. Without a clear vision, life can feel directionless, like wandering through a dense fog with no idea of where you're headed. Vision gives you purpose, and purpose gives you the motivation to move forward, even when the road is tough. A vision isn't just about dreaming. It's about having a picture of the life you want to create and using that as your compass to navigate through challenges, setbacks, and uncertainty. A vision is powerful because it pulls you out of the present and points you toward the future. When life feels overwhelming, sadness often comes from focusing on everything that's wrong or everything that's missing right now. But a vision reminds you that your current circumstances don't define you. They're just a stepping stone. When you set your sights on where you want to go, you start to shift your energy from feeling stuck to taking action. The beauty of a vision is that it doesn't have to be grand or perfect. It just has to be meaningful to you. Maybe it's a career goal, a personal achievement, or simply the desire to become a stronger, healthier version of yourself. Whatever it is, your vision gives you a sense of direction. It turns chaos into a map, showing you what steps to take next. Even small actions toward your vision build momentum, and momentum is what breaks the cycle of sadness and stagnation. Vision also brings hope. It allows you to see past the pain and challenges of today because you know they're part of a bigger story. When you have something to strive for, you begin to see setbacks not as failures but as lessons, building blocks for something greater. A clear vision gives meaning to your struggle because you understand that the effort you're putting in today is shaping the life you want tomorrow. Most importantly, a vision isn't just about you, it inspires others. When you work towards something with passion and determination, you show those around you what's possible. You remind them that it's never too late to dream, to change, and to build the life that matters. So take the time to ask yourself, what do I truly want? Write it down, picture it, break it into achievable steps, and then commit to it. Because when you have a vision, you're not just living, you're creating a life of purpose. That's the power of a vision. It gives you the strength to keep going, no matter what. The role of discipline and routine in life is nothing short of transformative. When sadness weighs you down or life feels overwhelming, discipline and routine act as your anchors, keeping you steady and focused. They may seem like simple, mundane practices, but they hold the power to rebuild your life, one small step at a time. Discipline and routine aren't just about structure. They're about creating a foundation that empowers you to rise above the chaos and find purpose. Discipline begins where motivation ends. It's easy to take action when you're inspired, but what about the days when you feel like giving up? That's where discipline comes in. Discipline says, I'll show up anyway. Whether it's getting out of bed, exercising, journaling, or tackling a project, discipline is the quiet force that keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. And over time, those small, consistent actions compound into something extraordinary. Routine is equally vital. A structured daily life gives you a sense of stability in an unstable world. When you set a routine, whether it's waking up at the same time every day, eating balanced meals, or dedicating a specific hour to self-improvement, you're creating a rhythm that your mind and body can rely on. Routine eliminates decision fatigue and helps you focus your energy on what truly matters. More importantly, discipline and routine help you build momentum. Momentum is what carries you through the tough days, and it begins with the smallest action. It can be as simple as making your bed in the morning, a small act that sets the tone for the rest of your day. Each time you stick to your routine, you're reinforcing your ability to follow through, proving to yourself that you're capable of consistency and growth. The power of discipline and routine lies in their ability to bring clarity and control. When sadness makes you feel like life is spinning out of your hands, these practices remind you that you have control over your actions, no matter how small they may seem. They give you a sense of progress, which can pull you out of despair and into a space of hope and purpose. Discipline and routine may not feel exciting, but they are essential. They remind you that greatness isn't achieved in a single moment. It's built through daily effort. By committing to these practices, you're not just surviving, you're creating a life of strength, resilience, and intention. With discipline and routine as your allies, you have the tools to not just endure, but thrive, even in the face of life's challenges. Seeking meaning in adversity is one of the most powerful ways to transform your life. Adversity is inevitable. It's a part of the human experience. But while challenges and hardships can feel overwhelming, they also offer an opportunity, a chance to grow, to learn, and to uncover a deeper sense of purpose. The key lies in how you choose to respond. Instead of seeing adversity as a dead end, you can choose to view it as a stepping stone, a teacher, or even a catalyst for change. Adversity often feels unfair. And in many ways it is. Life can be harsh, unpredictable, and painful. But meaning isn't about denying the difficulty, it's about finding value within it. When you're faced with hardship, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Perhaps it's teaching you resilience, patience, or the strength to let go of what no longer serves you. These lessons aren't easy, but they're invaluable because they shape who you are and who you're becoming. Finding meaning doesn't mean ignoring your pain. It's about honoring it while choosing not to let it define you. Adversity has a way of showing you what truly matters. It strips away the superficial and forces you to focus on the essentials. Your values, your relationships, and your capacity to endure. These moments of clarity can become a turning point, reminding you that even in the darkest times, there is light to be found. When you seek meaning in adversity, you take control of your narrative. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can I do with this? That shift is empowering. It reminds you that you're not just a victim of your circumstances, you're an active participant in your story. And while you may not have chosen your struggles, you can choose how you rise from them. Adversity also gives you the chance to inspire others. When you overcome challenges, you become a beacon of hope for those facing their own struggles. Your journey shows them that it's possible to endure, to find strength, and to grow. By seeking meaning in your own pain, you can help others find meaning in theirs. Ultimately, adversity doesn't have to be the end of the road. It can be the beginning of something new, a new perspective, a renewed sense of purpose, or even a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. The process isn't easy, but it's worth it. Because when you find meaning in adversity, you don't just survive, you thrive. And in doing so, you transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Finally, understand this: suffering is part of life. It's inevitable. But suffering doesn't have to be meaningless. When you face hardship, look for the lesson, the opportunity to grow. Sadness is a signal. It tells you something needs to change. Instead of letting it overwhelm you, use it as a challenge to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Stop feeling sad, not because it's easy, but because you can. You're capable of more than you know. Take responsibility, create order, find a vision, embrace discipline, and seek meaning in adversity. Step by step, you'll move forward, and one day you'll look back and realize you're not the same person you were. You're better, stronger, and more alive. Thank you.